What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Extra Digest podcast. My name is Nyash. They also call me the Jabroni Slayer. Baddest podcast in 254. I am joined by a man who's not a guest any longer. He's becoming a resident, I would say. Man like TJ.
Wagwan.
Takwaje, bro?
Niko salama wewe.
I'm fantastic. He is the chairman of the SAK, if you like.
The Singles Association of Kenya.
Say less.
Josis.
Yeah. Kama unajua association, he is the chair.
Yes.
He calls the shot. He is the head of the table.
Yes.
He is the tribal chief right there. Jabroni Slayer settings in that, parameters. You get me?
Yeah,
like that kind of thing. Ukwaje?
Niko poa wewe?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Mambo.
Ilienda za kimnege on one end.
Yeah.
On the other end, it's looking very good.
Yeah. Kuna side moja angalau.
Yeah. I mean, the end you're saying that things are not looking that fantastic is the Premier League. We have new champions now.
Yeah, but we called it. I think by December we called it. Yeah. We noticed pattern yetu mapema tukaona anytime Liverpool was losing points, we were doing the same. So
no capitalization.
Ilienda mapema.
Yeah.
However, we have bigger fish to fry.
Oh, don't we just? Don't we just? But before we get to the bigger fish, watu wa Kisumu, hold on. Let's get to the Premier League. I mean, it's in order to say congratulations, Liverpool.
Yeah.
You won the Premier League.
Well deserved.
Acha nisema tu vizuri.
Yeah.
Well done, Liverpool.
Well deserved.
You have won the goddamn league. Your second Premier League since 1992.
Wow.
Well done. Let's give credit where it's due, man. They absolutely deserve.
Well deserved. I think number one for breaking monotony here.
Yeah, that is wrong.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa tumeona Man City hapo sana, so
it's a good change.
It's a good change. Yeah, it's sad that we are not the team.
Yeah.
After pushing for the last 2 years, now this is the third year, so
yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
Kitu nilikwambia last time ni mimi nafurahia. Tunaenda kupeana hiyo God of Honor. Ndio vijana wakipeana hiyo God of Honor wajiambie.
Because this is not the same team that gave a God of Honor in 2020.
Hata sidhani kuna mtu bado yuko hapo.
Saka, I think.
Him?
Yeah, Saka.
Yeah, he was just new.
Nobody else.
Yeah,
I don't think there's nobody else.
Because Odegaard was not yet on loan. I don't think he was on loan.
I think Odegaard.
Was
Odegaard, Martinelli.
Partey
alikuwa? Kwani Partey tulimzali lini?
Partey,
like three guys.
Yeah,
they're like three guys.
Yeah, maybe like three guys.
Yeah. The other 9.
But they were still new in the team.
8,
so
yeah.
Na walikuwa wamekuja to a team that was not icon winning mentality and all. It was a team that was trying to come up after a downfall. So but right now
it's a whole different ball game altogether.
Yeah, so wakipeana Odegaard Sunday.
Iwaume vizuri.
Ndio
next season. Lakini we all know who's winning the league next season, don't we?
Yeah, we know.
And this is not one of those next seasons. Unajua watu wanasema asa mnasema tu next season kila time. Hii round hii.
And it's not a speculation.
No. This is not speculation. This is not a prediction. This is a
what is it?
A spoiler. The spoiler alert. Hii kwanza watupe tu May. No, watupe tu August
mapema.
Once we get a striker in, that's it. Get a striker in, get Zubi in. Go there.
Na umesema transfer ni ngapi? Transfer window ni ngapi?
Mbekse.
Hapo ndio tunaleta striker.
Mapema. Hiyo June 1st to June 10th yenye wanataka ku enrich for the Club World Cup teams. But I don't know if it's exclusively to them.
It could be.
Yeah, by the way, I don't know. If it's not exclusive to the teams going to the Club World Cup, you know for sure that Arsenal is getting maybe Victor Gyökeres or whoever we are sending as a striker.
Anyone.
It's coming in.
Yeah, January tarehe moja.
Yes.
June
tarehe moja hivi. Tukipiga madaraka hadi hivi. After kufanya Champions League final. Unajua Champions League itakuwa the previous night.
Tukimaliza sherehe.
Bang!
Striker.
Haraka.
Hata in fact striker wetu anafaa kwa uwanja
akiona. Wakiwa na Zubimendi. Wakuja waone the teams that
huko tunaingia.
Bwana. Kwenye wanakuja kubeba league and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I mean, and also people are saying, we are now treble winners.
For being number 2.
3
times.
Yeah. People learn best through mistakes,
Liverpool, how many times did Liverpool
finish number 2?
Yeah.
I think twice.
Was it twice? Before winning the league? I don't think it was twice.
It's twice.
It was only twice.
Yeah. Hizo zingine walikuwa na fall off. Juu kuna time pia Man United walikuwa number 2.
Oh yeah, Man U pia.
Lakini Man U ilikuwa number 2 just
once.
The fuck. Walikuwa wameacha Zuna 19 points ama ilikuwa 14. Ilikuwa ole. What the hell?
Yeah.
So, nah.
There's a chance.
But Liverpool winning this with like 4 games to go, bro. Nabo.
I think we messed up. We dropped off. However, I think focus will shift pia to after seeing that ideally we are not going to lift the trophy.
Plus, there's that, and then there's a poor judgment caused by the fucking referees. Unakumbuka venye tulianzia ligi na Manuks.
Na mali tulianza vibaya. Nuks, red card hapa na pale.
Yeah. Against Bournemouth, against Brighton, against City.
Momentum ikapotea.
Yeah, early on, man.
Yeah, injuries hapa na pale. Yeah, they say everyone gets injuries, but ideally, we've played maybe 2 good seasons without major injuries.
Yeah.
I think 2 seasons ago nile tu ya Saliba ndio ilitupata
22-23 season.
I think last year
ndio tungebeba ligi, bro.
Last year we didn't have
won the league last season.
Yeah.
Considering that we didn't have many guys who were out injured.
Yes.
But then again, we did not have many guys out injured, but we had no striker.
Yeah, but this season ideally, but they've learned to adapt. One thing I've learned about this season and Arsenal is maybe the nature to adapt. Nimeona hiyo kitu na how we've always replaced players.
Yeah.
Who knew we'd have Merino as
a striker,
a well-performing striker.
Yeah. Anafunga was a striker ile Real Madrid.
Yeah.
God damn.
Even in the league, because ideally from January, I think Merino is is it the most goals after who?
Mo Salah.
After Mo Salah.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. And a makeshift striker.
And I know I've bashed Arteta time and again.
Yeah.
But one thing I've loved about the new Arsenal is we have a system of play. Hata kama ni nani anacheza striker, that style of play inabaki hiyo.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen that with Merino playing as striker.
Yeah.
We've seen that with Kivior coming in for Gabriel. The system is still the same. If Partey plays right back, system like you know what mtu wa position anafaa kuwa anafanya. Si ati unacheza mtu striker na anacheza ni kama yeye hajaicheza hapo.
Exactly.
Like, that nature of adapting, I think that with a full squad is going to help us a lot.
We're going to cook, bro.
Yeah, next
I think for me, I'm also very pleased by how Kivior, because he's like the one guy. Unakumbuka ile time tuliambiwa Kivior inaenda kwa against Real Madrid. Watu wakaambia ati Kivi what?
Kivi who?
Ati Kivi who? Wewe ati ndiye anashika akina Mbappe. Oh, we gonna get cooked, walituambia and all that stuff. But bro, he has not put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
In fact,
Saliba
is the one who's putting foot wrong.
Yeah,
or his feet wrong, if I would say. Because you have seen that twice happening. You have seen it against Real Madrid. We saw it against Crystal Palace.
Yes.
I don't know if he's just tired physically or something. I don't know. Like,
I think one is tired.
Kuna concentration nini ana fall off.
But I also think, also from people's analysis, Saliba is doing Gabriel's role, and Kivior is doing Saliba's role. In a way. Unaonanga wakicheza mostly Saliba is the composed one, then Gabriel ndio mtu wa toa takataka hapa.
Yeah,
so
no nonsense shit.
Saliba has his way of being the composed one, knowing if hata mistake kifanyika kuna mtu nyuma yake, but now he can't do that because he's the one supposed to be leading Kivior. So
I don't know,
maybe just weird. Adapting to the new role, but it's just for a moment.
Yeah.
However, I hope Siki to at it extend to next season.
We don't want to see anything of that sort.
Semis and the finals
tomorrow.
It shouldn't.
Or in the finals,
it
bro.
Shouldn't.
You turn a trauma.
Yeah, he just needs to compose himself and play the next 3 serious games. Za ligi akitaka kuchoma achome.
Yeah, achome.
But Champions League, those 3 games, those 3 finals, he needs to show up.
Yeah. So I mean, that of course. The league, we're talking about the league. Liverpool, of course, winning it because they beat Spurs. 5-1.
It was expected.
Very much expected.
Yeah.
And also helped by the fact that we also dropped points against Crystal Palace, who went on to smash Aston Villa
in the FA Cup.
Buda, ni nini hizo? GPM, John Felipe Mateta is cooking,
What's happening?
Dude. I don't know Crystal Palace are up to, but it's looking fantastic, man. I'm even like happy for them.
Yeah.
I know tukifanya radio the score niliambia kina Joe, Crystal Palace are winning this. And I was like, nilikuwa sema tu ile yani.
Yeah. Wanaweza.
Yeah. Hey, Buda now at 3-0.
But I think Premier League teams are so unpredictable.
Absolutely.
Because Crystal Palace beat
Aston
Villa.
Yeah.
The same Aston Villa that
smashed Newcastle some days ago.
Yeah, and also gave PSG a hard time.
Yeah. In fact, they beat PSG the second leg.
Yeah.
Lakini inakuwa funny. PSG wanapiga Aston Villa they beat PSG. They go get beat by Man City. They go smash Newcastle.
Yeah.
Then they go get beat by Man City. Then they go get knocked out by Crystal Palace.
Which has been beaten for the last how many games? Crystal Palace imekuwa ikichapwa.
No, Palace, I think they have been doing good.
No,
they're having a turnaround of
no.
the
You remember we were discussing their double game week. They had 5 games within those double game weeks, but those 5 games zote zilikuwa ngumu. In fact, I think we're the first people to for them to get points. I don't think they got a draw or anything. Walikuwa napigwa zote. Man City si waliwapiga. Like was it like 4 or 5?
They were smashed. Let me see.
They were smashed by Man City.
Yeah.
Who was smashed them?
I mean, like I think for me, for Crystal Palace to smash Aston Villa like this, that was just shocking, man.
Very shocking.
Absolutely shocking.
Let me see. They had a 0-0 draw with Bournemouth. When did they have
a 0-0 draw with Bournemouth? They got smashed by Newcastle.
Man City
smashed them. But before you were
5 each. 5 each.
5 in 2 games.
Yes.
Hey, only criminal.
Alafu wakapiga draw mbili. Then they come meet Aston Villa.
Which
has been doing well. So it's
Villa have been doing well.
Premier League is a bit very much
such a tricky place, man. Such a tricky place. All right. Same Premier League, Manchester United were up against Bournemouth.
10-man Bournemouth.
10-man Bournemouth.
Yes.
Actually, though, they will win this one, bro.
Man.
I had my money on Bournemouth.
Same. I think if not for the red card, because that's what brought Manchester United back into the game. Yeah, but
Bournemouth walijaribu by the way, because I think they considered in the dying minutes of that match. I was like, they're actually getting this. Because, like, for them, they're fighting for that slot. Maybe had to get Conference League or something.
Yeah, number 8. Number 8 is up for grabs, I think. Because ideally, kuna hiyo battle ya number 3. Then kuna hiyo battle ya number 8. Because it might be the last position for a European Cup.
Sport.
Yeah, I think it's the Conference League.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not looking good for them because now we have them at number 10. They're stuck there.
At number
teams
10
like Fulham are looking better than them. Teams like Brighton. Atakani 1 point.
1 point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. For the team that is number 8 to get to number 7, I'm at a point sita.
I think ideally top 7 may be sealed.
I think top 7 is sealed.
I think the one position they're fighting for is number 8, which is Fulham, Brighton, and Bournemouth. I think Brentford too.
Yeah.
They are still in the mix, because they have a game in hand. So
if Man City wins the FA Cup,
yes,
does the Europa League slot go to another team? That's it. No, it doesn't.
No.
Kuna slot itakuwa imepotea outside the top 5.
Yes.
Ama kwenda in Europe outside the top 5.
Yeah.
That's why we need a team like
if Crystal Palace wins, then we have an extra
slot in the Europa League.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can be nice.
Because Liverpool won. No, Newcastle won the Carabao Cup. So
yes,
out of that they're going to the Europa League, but they might
Champions League.
They might get the slot.
I think they go Champions League.
Right.
I also think Man City make it to Champions League. So
I think so as well. Who do you have finishing the top 5? And in which order?
I think number 1 is dusted. Number 2, I think we still maintain number 2.
I think so as well.
As much as there are threats that if we lose another 2 games, what will catch up na sisi?
Yeah.
Which can be very...
That'll be crazy, bro.
Crazy, man. But I don't think we do that. I don't think we go to that extent.
Me neither.
At number 3, I think Newcastle still finish at number 3.
Yeah.
Man City at number 4. And now the last position whereby I think it's being fought between Chelsea, Nottingham, and...
But you know Nottingham have a game in hand.
Aston Villa. But I think it goes to Nottingham.
Yeah.
For me, I think it goes to Nottingham. The game in hand, Nottingham, Brentford. It's not an easy game too.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's coming up on Thursday.
Wanacheza kesho?
On Thursday.
On Thursday?
Yeah, they just played yesterday. See, they also played Nini.
Oh yeah, they can't be playing it tomorrow.
And that was also another good game, but luck was not on their side. Did you watch it?
Walipiga post mara 3.
Man. Gibbs White
twice.
Shida ilikuwa nini?
Manze. Yeah, clear. It wasn't that day.
Yeah, it wasn't that day. I can't even fault them for anything.
Yeah. They absolutely tried.
Day. Yeah.
I think they should get the top.
Number 5. I think they make it to number 5.
I have my money on Nottingham Forest being number 4. Newcastle finishing 3rd.
Yes.
Nottingham Forest finishing 4th. Man City 5th.
Who do you think takes points away from Man City for the remaining games? They have Wolves. Who else do they have? I think they have Wolves, they have Southampton, and they have Bournemouth.
3 games.
And Fulham.
Hey. Only Wolves and Fulham are tricky.
Only Wolves and Fulham are tricky.
Yeah.
Bournemouth?
I think they could be having... Oh, they have Bournemouth?
Yeah.
They have Wolves, Bournemouth, Fulham, and Southampton?
Yes. And the last 2 are Bournemouth and Fulham.
Ooh.
Remember, Bournemouth and Fulham are also competing for that number 8 slot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Maze.
But ideally, I think all the remaining teams have such kind of games.
Yeah, they have really tricky matches. Because even Nottingham Forest. I think there's a place where I don't know if they face Newcastle or is it Chelsea?
Yes.
There's a place where Nottingham Forest face Chelsea.
Or somebody. They have Brentford 1. After Brentford, I think they have Crystal Palace. They have Leicester, West Ham, and the last game is Chelsea.
Buddha.
The last game is like a final for that number 5 slot probably. Because Chelsea is still pia iko hapo.
Chelsea bado wako in the mix.
But Chelsea now have Liverpool.
Wanapata after Beba League.
After Beba League, wanaweza ikewa watoto.
Maybe.
They have Liverpool. After Liverpool, they have Newcastle. After Newcastle, they have Man United. Then Nottingham as the last game.
Salala.
Bro, that running is tough.
Ain't no way Chelsea is getting the goddamn top 5. I don't think so.
And they have the Conference League too.
Yeah. Look, Chelsea wafanya rahisi. Win the Conference League.
So that they go to Europa.
No, I think Chelsea, even if they don't win the Conference League, they'll get to Europa via their positions.
Yeah, but
I think they finished 6th, 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think winning the Conference League really helps them? Yeah, well, it's silverware.
Yeah,
but
just because you are there.
But they'd want to do the Champions League.
Obviously.
Yes.
But since you're already in the Conference League, where shinda?
But
so wanacheza na ile Wi-Fi password yako.
But in this
Chelsea wanacheza ile Wi-Fi password yako.
Kwanza hii game wanacheza Conference League team I think
inaitwa nini?
It's Juni Jagens, Juni Duran, like that
Gengen pressing ama
it's Junior wapi hiyo. But that's the team they're playing. No, of course, they'll beat it home and away. Then I don't know. I don't know who's left in the Conference League.
Real Betis and Fiorentina.
In the Conference League?
Yeah. They are the semis.
Okay.
They are the semi.
The finals will be interesting.
Yeah, Chelsea versus Betis. I swear, if Chelsea comes against Betis in the final of the Conference League, they're not winning it.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Anthony.
They will not be able to handle the aura of Anthony.
Anthony Isco.
Yeah.
Bro, that combination is
fire.
It's fire.
Dos Santos. Uliona venye walimesmash timu ingine La Liga hii weekend sijui ni nani. Villarreal. I don't know who the hell it was, but they scored I think 5. Chelsea. Now I want to put this on record. Ooh. If Chelsea meets Real Betis in the finals, they are not winning it.
It's a tricky game.
They're not winning it.
If they play how they've been playing, they're not winning it.
Yeah. Oh, just like in the Legia Wars.
Yeah.
Sijui Gengen pressing. Nah, I know it, man. But I mean, nobody cares about Chelsea anyway, so.
But that's what's up. They're running is tough because if Liverpool decide to field good players, bro, that's a tough game.
Yeah.
Newcastle,
tough. It's St. James's Park. Yeah. That's a smashing.
Man United playing against
Chelsea,
big teams.
That's always a draw.
And
you know, draw.
No, not Man U kicheza na any big team. Man U may lose against Leicester. But if they meet Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United.
Man United ni kale ka team Kenya. I think I said this somewhere. Ni kale yule employee mwenye ujipendekeza sana when the bosses are there.
Yeah.
He's looking all fine and dandy when the bosses are there. Lakini akiwa na makuruku wenzake huko chini, hey.
So I wouldn't be shocked if Man U beats Chelsea and the last game is Nottingham. That's not an easy game. And away.
I think the next game is who?
Liverpool.
For Chelsea?
Liverpool.
At Anfield?
No.
At the bridge?
At the bridge. Okay, doesn't matter.
Chelsea wako chini. They get smashed by Liverpool. After that, St. James's Park. They get smashed. Man United, draw.
Bridge, yeah?
Yeah, they always draw with those buggers. Nottingham Forest, smashing.
Away.
Yeah. Chelsea wants the number 6 or 7 apple.
So it's... You don't see them making it.
Top 5, Champions League?
Tricky.
Nah, I don't think so.
So you have your money on...
I have money on Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, and Man City.
Okay.
Yeah, in no particular order. No particular order. I think of the 3, Man City have the easiest fixtures.
Yeah.
I think Newcastle
pia zao ni cause kama hiyo ni Chelsea hapo.
Yeah. Na sisi tuko pia.
Sisi pia tuko.
They are coming to guard the Emirates. Ataka pia hizi wametupiga maraka 3 bila siku kufunga bao. Hapo ndipo tuna turn the tide.
Na kama tutakuwa tunaingia second leg ama tutakuwa shamaliza. Or we'll just be eyeing the finals.
Waiting for the Guardian final.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll vibes and inshallah.
Yeah.
Maybe a draw. I can give them a draw actually on that game. Yeah. So top 5 is looking crazy. I also wanted about Liverpool. I don't think we talked enough about Ancelotti.
Yeah.
I mean, his first season coming in and winning the Guardian title. Well done.
I feel it was also
without even a signing.
A smooth transition.
Very easy.
From Klopp to Slot.
I think
it's the first, I don't know whether it's ever happened whereby the manager succeeding you, like Adi amekuwa hyped na a former...
Yeah,
you saw his first in jana after
again Klopp's G.
And it was the last thing Klopp did
way before when he was leaving. I mean, he found a ready-made squad that was even challenging for the league last season.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's why he didn't do much. Okay, of course, he turned around the tidings of guys like Gravenberch.
Yes.
Gravenberch, I'm a bully season.
I'm a bully season.
He's the only one guy who has totally had a complete turnaround. Because last season,
Actually, I think it's just him. The rest,
the last guys were cooking.
It was just Salah being Salah.
Yeah,
a lot of Salah masterclass.
Salah was on a mission this season.
Yeah, I don't think anything else. But props to him.
I mean, you can't take the idea away from him. He has won the league. How many guys would have? I mean, not everybody would come in and win the league the first
There's
time.
just like 5 managers, I think, who've done that.
The first season?
Yes, I think Mourinho,
4 or 5.
Ancelotti. They're like 2 more, but I know 3 of them are from Chelsea.
Oh,
yes.
Is it Hiddink?
Did he?
Who is it?
But I know Mourinho,
Ancelotti,
now Slot. I think the Premier League had put up that post yesterday or something.
Yeah.
But they're just 5, so.
And now Anslot, of course.
Now Anslot, so.
Yeah, I mean, well done for him.
I don't know where he goes after that. I don't know if he builds from that.
Yeah.
At least they've been able to tie down Van Dijk and Salah, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, Trent is gone.
Trent is gone.
But they have Connor Bradley, so.
Yeah, they could buy anyone else still.
Robertson, I think, is one guy they might let go or just sign someone to cover for him.
Yeah, because I know they want Kakes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be a good acquisition.
That's a good sign.
I hope they don't get him.
Same. However,
can you actually go for Kakes?
To replace
maybe occasionally have Luis as a midfielder.
Ideally, he's a midfielder.
Do you think like Luis will eventually go to midfield?
He's naturally a midfielder.
Yeah, but
so he should go back
it as a left back.
With our system of play, I think left back suits him.
And I go more of a left back.
However, in the long run, I don't know why I see his kind of play. I see a lot of Thomas Partey.
Oh, in him.
In him. So the composure, he can control.
Let me tell you, someone gave a context today of my Lewis Kelly, like when he's kid 25, of a man who used to play as a midfielder at Spurs. Can you guess?
What?
Like the guy, you just can't get the ball off of him.
Yeah.
He just glides through the garden midfield. He's a left footer as well. Mm-hmm. You just couldn't get the ball off of him. He's giving vibes of Maya Lewis Kelly. I can't recall the last time I'm saying body check, hadi akamchuja kompira. It doesn't happen. If you do that, it's a foul. Musa Dembele.
Yeah. That mid was tough. When Musa was playing mid with Wanyama, bro, that was a mid.
Wanyama, of course, Ugali. And then Musa he just can't get the ball off of his feet.
Yeah.
Someone was saying like maybe when Lewis Kelly finally matures, he might be like that. So of course, time will tell on whether he'll continue playing as a left back who inverts.
Yes, or back to midfield.
Out
his
and
original position.
Because the first leg against PSG will tell us something. Because Thomas Partey is not there,
and I don't know how he. Okay, but somehow right now, I kind of trust Arteta. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how he improvises.
100%.
I don't know what he does. I don't know whether it takes Miles to midfield to play that position and replace maybe our left back. Maybe do Timber White. We might do that.
Oh yeah, but then we can actually try that.
We can try that. Yeah. We can still. I don't know whether Jorginho is back.
No, he might be back on the bench.
He might be back on the bench. But ideally, a direct replacement for him. Jorginho Partey and Rice still maintains. There's still an option of Rice playing at the 6 and Merino playing at...
But who strikes now?
Trossard. Yeah. We have... There's a way you can...
Good options.
Yeah. Actually, when we played PSG for the first leg, I think it was Martinelli, Trossard, Saka playing at the front. Then Havertz was playing the left mid.
Walai?
Yeah.
No shit?
Yeah. It was Martinelli, Trossard, Saka. Then Havertz was playing there, left mid.
Alongside Odegaard and Rice at 6.
Yes.
No shit.
Was it Rice? Yeah. It was Rice, yes.
Yeah, I think we can cook regardless.
So ideally, if we do the same squad, it's basically replacing Havertz with Merino.
Yeah.
We have the same squad. Of course, and Kivior, Gabriel, I don't know, but Calafiori played left back
hiyo
yes,
time. Nakumbuka walikuwa wanazushana na was it Marquinhos or who the fuck was that? Yeah.
But I think
we'll be just fine. Yeah, whatever he cooks, whatever he wants to start. Yeah, acheze tu kama we have absolute faith.
Yeah, I saw a video of a young, they're still young, but a young Lewis Kelly and Nwaneri at like below 10 years. There's a clip, I think Arsenal posted. They were discussing about that goal and that moment. So the same way Lewis Kelly is playing now is how he was playing at that age. Like it was a whole composure, nini, a shield ball, then he gave a good through ball to Nwaneri who scored. Same concept. Very interesting video. Wadogo.
Yeah. Like the one he scored against Girona, or the one he scored for Merino. Like the one he assisted Merino.
There's a But I think it's his style of play. When you're on a shield ball,
okay.
then a good through ball, katikati,
Yeah.
and it was to Nwaneri. So they were discussing about that moment and what they think about it.
They're gonna cook, man.
Like, yeah. So I saw that footage and I was like,
Yeah.
probably when he's back in the midfield, because now they're playing opposite sides of the field. Yeah, but
might cook the same.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go to the Champions League, which you're already digressing to, the Premier League, Niliona, there's a big fight going down kule bottom half. Kule bottom half
kameshikana mbaya.
Wameshikana mashati.
Hapo number 14 17.
14, 15, 16. Hey, they're fighting for that number 14 slot, bro. Like a goddamn champions.
Wanaipigania mbaya sana.
Man United, Spurs, na those
Wolves ziko hapo, and I think Wolves soon imekuwa perform kwa hiyo.
Wolves already inakojolea Manchester United right now. Man United are 14th with 39 points.
Na West Ham pia iko hapo.
Yeah, West Ham wako 17th. Spurs, of course, they got smashed. Wako 16th. Fuck.
Yes.
Spurs, Lyon have lost, is it 19 games?
I think now they could be 28. I think it was 19 before.
It's 19.
17.
19.
Damn.
Bro, tumecheza 34 games. More than 50%.
Utaluzaje 19 out of 34.
Bro.
They've won 11 games.
Only.
Okay, Manu has won 10.
The most crazy thing, their GD is still positive.
Imagine. How?
Like, what the fuck?
How is their GD
So these
positive?
baggers, bado wafunga mabao, but conceding as well.
Wakishinda wanashinda sana.
Wakishinda wanashinda ma 6-1, 5-1. Wakipigwa pia ni kugongwa. But yeah, I mean, you're looking at that and thinking, let me see how many points these baggers have.
Who Spurs?
Yeah, Man United.
37, 38, 39. Actually, from number 17 is 36, 37, 38, 39. Then 41.
Yeah. There's 5 points between number 17 and number 4, number 13.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you feel kidogo maybe Wolves might be safe, but not entirely. But Man United, Everton, Spurs. Hapo wanacheza tu Russian roulette hapo.
But it doesn't count for anything right now.
Yeah?
It doesn't count for anything. So it's all good.
Yeah. All right.
And at least the bottom of the knee is already sealed.
Yeah, hawashaenda nyumbani.
Wameenda.
And the start is the second season in a row that the promoted teams are going down.
Wameenda wote.
Yeah.
Damn.
Last season ilikuwa Burnley. Ilikuwa Burnley na nani? Like 3 teams were promoted last season, they all went down.
Walienda wote.
Burnley, Luton, what the hell was the other guy?
Sheffield.
Yes.
Walienda wote.
Wote wamerudi huko chini. Burnley washarudi, of course, washakuwa promoted. I think Leeds
as well. I think wanangoja tu who will win the league. Yeah, between the two. And they think they were tying points. But now Burnley is ahead, but Leeds haijacheza.
Yeah.
So bado wanatafuta the winner. However, how washa qualify.
Yeah.
Then so like tungoje number mtu wa playoffs.
Watu wa playoffs huko wao. Ajibizane huko wajue nani. So like 3 teams promoted going down again. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's a first, by the way. I don't think that's what happened anywhere.
Yeah.
Especially in the Premier League. So
I hope this time wakuje na something new.
Bana. I hope Leeds hatarudi. Leeds wanakanga at least one season. Yeah.
Na Burnley pia this time amwezi fanya hivyo mara mbili.
Sure.
You learned something last season.
Some shame.
You learned something.
Well. Sijui gani hiyo Leeds wanakuwa linked na Mourinho.
Mourinho want to go to Leeds?
Kulanga some crazy reports ilikuwa nasema Mourinho might be coming back to the Prem.
Damn.
Imagine promoting a team and then getting fired for Mourinho. That would be crazy.
Yeah. But
I doubt if it would go there. I don't. But maybe he might entertain the idea of coming back to the Premier League. I mean,
retirement plan.
Yeah. Man. Kuja zoni uko na kina Chelsea na Man United. All right, that's how the bottom half is looking like. Of course, we don't talk much about that. Sisi watu wa bottom half. Sisi we are top of the goddamn creme de la creme of the Prem. That's how we talk. Plus kidogo we also are afraid of hates. So when you're at the top, you don't want to be looking down.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look down on those teams, but not every now and then. Yeah. You have, like you said, bigger fish to fry.
Bigger fish to fry.
Speaking of which, Champions League, bruv.
The
semis, the last 4.
I think the last time we were here, we were discussing about the second legs. Whether we make it past Real Madrid, which we told people we are sure about it. Yeah.
I mean, they laughed at us. They laughed at you when you are here with Timo. They say you want Real Madrid.
I want Real
Madrid even told the director to clip that.
Cut hapo.
Clip that.
Ambio kijana arudie tena amesema.
Bro.
So I think it wasn't a difficult game. Maybe one of the easiest games we've played in the Champions League. Yeah.
High profile but quite easy.
Yeah.
Crazy. You have the same feeling against PSG?
I really haven't given them a thought. But another fun fact, PSG has never beaten Arsenal in the Champions League.
They have never?
Yeah. same case. Okay, there are draws here and there.
Yeah.
But as we've won against them, they've not won against us.
Buddha.
Yeah,
That's how we are in the goddamn finals, bro. So there's that. There's also that thing of the Pope died.
Yeah,
so that thing,
yeah. Every time Papa died,
an English
team has won.
Alafu natafuta hizo timu zile ziko champions natafuta.
Anatafuta nyingine ya England. Uone nyingine ya England.
Ni yenye wanashukwa haiwezi beba. Hii yenye wanasema haiwezi beba ndio the only English team.
Mpaka wanataka kusema PSG ni timu ya England.
Karibu hata wageuzie Spain, which is closer to England, Spain or Italy. I don't know who the hell they are. Wasema Inter Milan ama Barcelona. Sasa kama presidency shako set. Who are you to
And I think kuna more confidence. Of course, PSG has grown stronger within the season.
Yeah, for sure. This was the same team we smashed 2-0.
Yeah, but the fact that we already smashed them is already a confidence booster. Yeah, we know it's a stronger team. But again, they also lost during
Nice.
the weekend. Yeah, for the first time in I don't know how many
30 games the league.
I thought they'd bench people, but ideally it was their starting 11. Yeah.
As strong as you can get, bro.
Unless Useme too, they put the gear down because they knew they had a Champions League game, but
why would you feel such a strong squad?
I don't know.
Yeah. And I think that for me is the difference between Arsenal and them.
Yes.
PSG scores goals, no lie. So do we.
Yeah.
But in terms of conceding,
we don't concede.
We don't concede the same. I think I don't know how correct this is. Someone can correct me in the comment section. They have conceded double the amount of goals they have conceded in the Champions League.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just looking at them like, ni some tag, maybe a midfield is very good as well.
Yeah.
But when it comes to defense, bro, they got nothing on us. They ain't got nothing on us.
Their defense is not as strong. I don't think Marquinhos a very good defender.
Very seasoned, experienced, and all that stuff.
But I think also the pace that Arsenal plays at times.
Yeah.
Now haitaki madefender
wazee. Marquinhos, na huyo Pacho. Pacho inamaanisha nini?
Home.
Oh, huyo Pacho. He was there when you beat them 2-0.
He was there.
Yeah, that was the center back partnership.
Still the partnership.
Yeah. Huko mbele ndiko walikuwa na wana sijui Kvaratskhelia na Dembele.
Yeah. Dembele hakucheza hiyo game?
No, he didn't. But they had Desiree Doué. Bakola was there. Ramos. So the only guys who could say they are difference makers here. Nuno Mendes was there. He was getting cooked by Saka.
Damn.
Yeah.
And right now yeye ndio mtu perform.
Amepocket Salaka ugali ama chapo.
But sasa John akona tabia kupanda sana. Sioni akifanya kwa game yetu. Aje akijaribu.
I would like to see him try.
Ajaribu tu kidogo tu.
Jaribu kidogo. So for me I'm just like I know PSG they are a threat.
Very good team.
I feel like they are better than Real Madrid.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. But as much as they may be good going forward, at the back they're not
at the back, yeah. So they have to really control their game.
And you might smash them with the goddamn set pieces as well. Yeah. Either corner or the Clan Rice activate 10.
Yeah.
And on God mode. Greatness on a different level.
Yeah, I see us playing well. We've also had probably a good rest.
Yeah, very much.
Tumecheza tangu
tulicheza ilikuwa Wednesday
I think.
Yeah.
That's kind of a week of rest.
Yeah, 6 days.
Wamecheza Saturday usiku.
Walicheza Sato, yeah.
Sato usiku.
No, Friday, sorry.
Friday night.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Maybe fatigue nini. I know it's not much because after like 3 days players naturally reset, but I feel we tuko na more energy.
Very much. I feel like if we are able to keep Kvaratskhelia quiet,
yes,
because he's a threat.
He is. But he's playing on the good wing. I love it.
Oh boy.
Timber. Good enough for me.
Hiyo imeenda.
Yeah, good enough for me.
But that's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, need Desiree Doué. Wengine on the other ama ni Bakola.
Ngani na Lewis Kelly.
Aye, bro.
Dembele katikati ya Ngani na Saliba. I think
there's only one.
We can do something about
physically wise, you're better than
physically wise, yes.
You're more physical than them.
The only place I think we struggle a bit and they struggle because we don't know what Arteta will do with the midfield.
Without Thomas.
Yeah. I thought they lost Ruiz, but apparently ni kama aliyepa hiyo yellow card.
Fabian.
Yeah.
God damn.
Nilikuwa nadhani ameipata. So because yeye ndio alikuwa the other player mwenye alikuwa akipata yellow. He also misses.
Wana miss.
Yeah, but sasa alihepa tu kidogo.
Yeah.
So they have their full mid and that mid is good. Ruiz, Neves and Vitinha. It's a very good
midfield. They cooked Liverpool.
However, I think I trust in Rice for his workhorse.
Yeah,
amekuwa akifanya kazi hapo. So depending nani mwingine atawekwa hapo.
Yeah.
If we are able to match their midfield, I don't think their striking or their attack
is at the overall way better than ours. No. I think I'm looking at all the teams that are left there and I'm thinking the only one that could possibly match us physically is Inter Milan.
The same Inter Milan that has lost 3 games in a row.
Najua alitupiga kwao, but we also wasted chances in that game.
But
it's the only one that
how do they lose 3 games in a row?
Bologna, Milano wanawapiga kaa wezi wa vibeti Nairobi. Na juzi wamepigwa na Roma. Kwanza Roma alifunga mapema. Nao sio.
Tunauliza tena.
Kwa mara ya mwisho.
PSG wanaweza tupiga kweli?
Saa ngapi? So I'm looking at all those teams. I think they're like the most physical side. Like if you get like the number of guys who we are big dudes. Defensively, I think I don't know if you are now better than Inter Milan after they played against Bayern Munich. The way they considered goals there,
I'm
I think they
sure.
could have because they had the best defense.
Yes,
but I'm not so sure now after the semis, after the quarterfinal, second legs.
Have they lost anybody, or why have they lost 3 games? Is there somebody who's
same team, bro?
Okay,
I don't know if they're falling apart or
they should.
Whatever that
However,
is.
if they're falling apart, what do you see of the outcome? Barcelona, Inter Milan. Do you see Barcelona cooking Inter Milan?
Yeah, they might just, but Barca have no Lewandowski.
Oh, they have no Lewandowski.
Yeah, he's not available for the first leg.
But he wasn't there for the Copa del Rey.
Exactly. But I mean,
which was also a very
Madrid are jabronis.
Yeah, Madrid are jabronis.
They have been married by Barcelona. That was the third time we pigwa hizo.
Time in a row.
Come on, man. See to go piga pia twice. I mean, just I don't know. But I want Barcelona in the final, bro. I want the women's final to match
the men's
Sako kwa bako
na men's final
ya wanaume.
Iko sawa.
And we need both. If we need both, bro, we might be like the first team ever to like have women and the men Champions League winners at the same year.
Maybe. But Barcelona haven't done that. They could have. Because I think pia mademo pia wamebeba.
Barcelona walikuwa nazoza na huko 2015 because ndio time Barca walikuwa nazoza Champions League. That's the last time they fucking won it.
Yeah, but Barcelona women's has imekuwa ikizoza for a while.
Even in Europe,
we will confirm that. But
we'll check that.
Maybe out ndo wanaweza, I think wanaweza kuwa wamefanya. I don't think anyone else has done.
But the women have done the beats. They have knocked out Lyon, Olympic Lyon. Ya madem apparently Lyon ndio Real Madrid ya Champions League ya madem.
Nasikia ni hatari.
Tumeenda kwao tumewasmash for 4. All the way to the Guardian finals. Barcelona I think walipiga Chelsea.
Yeah.
Bro. Arsenal versus Barcelona in the Guardian final. For the women, I want to see the same for men.
Inaweza kwa poa.
We need to right those wrongs and exercise those demons of 2006. Zimetuhaunt sana. Zimetuhaunt sana. Na tukishinda hiyo kitu. Tukishinda hiyo kitu bila striker.
Itakuwa hatari. But here we're looking at also looking at a Barcelona that currently on the verge of winning the domestic treble already.
Let's get quadruple. They might even fucking
so win. If they win the Champions League, you quadruple.
Fuck.
Anyone who's done that?
A quadruple?
Quadruple is just... Quadruple imesikia kweli?
It's just kianga quadruple.
Hata mimi. Treble ndio inaongeleanga sana. Sijasikia mtu ameshinda.
So itakuwa deadly.
Si ati itakuwa game rahisi.
Look, I look at all those teams that are there and I'm like, you know, life is unfair sometimes, right? But it's also fair. Look at the team you're up against. League One, they're winning it, right? They're winning the league in League One. Inter Milan, they might just atakaa pia wameanza kupiga. They might just win the Scudetto.
Lakini wamechoma. Si Napoli ilishinda.
Sasa wameachwa. Napoli nao
walikuwa na tie same. Hadi walikuwa cheze playoffs.
Okay, GD nani walikuwa better?
No. But for Serie A hakuna
GD.
Ilikuwa imesemekana wakimaliza hivyo same points wanacheza playoffs.
They don't consider goal difference huko.
Fuck, you know. That was hiyo ndio ilikuwa imeongelewa for the last
because I saw that happening going around last
year. So ilikuwa wakimaliza same points. So if now Napoli lose tena watoshane.
Fuck.
Wanaingia
playoffs.
That would
have been crazy.
Which somebody was asking, do you think that can be a very good solution to all the leagues? Like watu wakitoshana tuachane na mambo ya goal difference.
No. Kwani hizo mabao zangu zilikuwa
fine.
Ama my better defense. No, just to count.
Ati sasa 2012 ati sasa kwa Man City Man U kucheza
unaweza cheese
bro.
Is it like a 2-leg game or it's one off? It's a one off.
I think it will be one off. Itakuwa kama finali.
You can go mad. You can go mad. Imagine uko ni wewe uko top.
Goal difference nyingi alafu upigwe hiyo game na bao moja.
No.
Bao moja wizi.
No. Goal difference
back.
So they might win the Scudetto or no. I mean, Barcelona have won the Kings Cup. They have won the Copa del Rey.
For them, hata head to head, I think wanatoshana. I think wali draw zote.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why wanacheza hiyo.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah, because I think it's like La Liga. They do head to head. But sasa wali draw.
The head to head walikuwa draw.
Yeah. That's why they're doing playoffs.
So, let's say hypothetically they win the Scudetto. Barcelona wanashinda nini? Wanashinda ligi, hata treble.
Yeah.
Kwa hizo timu zote ni timu tu moja imebaki bila kitu.
Haina kitu.
Si wabebe tu Champions League. Si waachile tu achia tu wabebe Champions League.
Wasiatiwe, wapige tu watu wabebe Champions League.
Kila kitu ikuwe balanced.
Kila mtu ana kitu.
Bwana. Kwani watu wengine wanataka kwenda na kitu kingine.
Mbona tupigane ya bure?
Wewe bebe yako, wewe bebe yake, wewe bebe yake, na at least mimi ni bebe ka kitu.
Everyone goes home happy.
Kama nataka mimi niende nikiwa empty.
Itakuwa mbaya. For a third season of being number 2, itakuwa mbaya. Imagine Liverpool sasha back kombe.
Yes.
Imagine City wabebe FA Cup in their worst season.
Yes. Kwanza hiyo in their worst season.
Alafu imagine Man United wabebe Europa, Chelsea wabebe Conference. Alafu sisi tutoke hivyo.
Also, I need to say categorically. If Man United gets to the finals, which I hope they don't, and I don't think they will, but if they somehow get past Bilbao, which will be like a goddamn miracle, I want Spurs to win it. I want Tottenham Hotspurs.
Sema Spurs wabebe
to win
kuliko Man United.
Where's maliza sijui na mangapi huko alafu we know like Spurs. I know for guys maybe in England maybe they might want Man United. Bro, mimi niko na fans watatu huko wa Spurs.
Mimi najua
na thousands.
Mimi najua mmoja peke yake. Na ni brother rafiki yangu hata si rafiki yangu.
Huo ndo tunatutisha na nini? Lakini hizi manyangao zingine hizi Man United mingi kasi afu waanze kutusumbua sasa ati na World League we want the Europa League. Na Arsenal kubeba chochote.
Itakuwa mbaya. Itakuwa mbaya.
No. Also I don't want them to sneak the goddamn Champions League out of winning the goddamn Europa League. Wakiwa huko chini, hata kwa watakuwa tu participants. I know they'll be knocked out in the goddamn league phase, but they might have some money to rebuild.
Yeah. Wanafaa kose hiyo pesa.
Yeah. Wewe maliza namba 14 with nothing.
Ununue people of your caliber.
Yes. Wenye mtasaidiana kukaa hapo ama ufike ujaribu ufike namba 11. Si ati nini hivyo alafu unabeba Champions League. No, Europa League. No.
Tricky.
No. But
they shouldn't.
But anyhow, all in all, if we win the Champions League, I don't give a shit, bro. But I will give a shit about Europa League. Niko na kanini fulani. Hey, Man United Europa League. No. Bro.
Tushinde waingie Champions League hivyo tu.
Backdoor ka hiyo.
Because what will be the difference between them and us? See what to make it for Champions League.
In the worst one.
That's how we make it na kikombe. Yenye hatuna.
Bro. Hapana, sitaki hiyo. But I think Bilbao will knock them out.
Bilbao is good.
Yeah, Bilbao they are
good. Kama nilikuwa sikia rumors niko ameumia but I'm not sure.
Wallahi.
Nilisikia tu rumors kama hizo but I'm not sure kama ameumia.
But pale inaitwa San Mims ama inaitwa nini? Bro, wakitoboa huko.
Wako na game, they're doing well.
Wajua Bilbao wako 4th in La Liga.
Yeah.
They're doing well. So, all the best Manchester United. I don't fancy you at all to win anything this season. Wanafaa watoke bila kitu. Ni kama Chelsea kwa time walikuwa namba 4. And they were playing wacky football, like work football, like shitty football.
Yeah.
Unashanga hii team inacheza hivi inafanya ni top 4 of the Premier League. Hata wanachoma jina. Wanachomea ligi. Mnafaa mko huko namba 6 7. Sasa ati timu inamaliza namba 14 ati wabebe Europa League. No. Na kuna timu ya La Liga iko namba 4 na haina kitu. Why? Wewe unacheza kaa shit kaa hivyo bila chochote. That's how they should be.
Everyone should get what they deserve.
Everyone will get what you deserve. Yeah, but you can't be 14 that you deserve the Europa League. Aje? How? Ukiwa na Joshua Zags
watakuwa wametuprove wrong bio.
Ukiwa na Brocklez na car striker wongo mbaya. They should not. But I mean only time will tell on this one.
I think nikisikiza Henry at times I get unapatanga energy flani. Henry was saying even when they reached the finals in 2006 they were still drawing games in the league. Yeah. So inafanya you feel like final
but I've realized like for Arsenal you might not win but wewe kutupiga utangangana sana. We don't lose matches.
We don't lose much.
Like, when was the last time we lost?
We lost 3 games in the league.
3 only. And when was the last time we lost
by the Champions League?
Inter Milan.
We don't lose much.
We don't lose much. Arsenal ipotezangi matches.
Apart from
Newcastle
they went Tibu in the Carabao Cup, I think. Home and away.
Carabao Cup twice.
So we've lost like
in the
6
league
games
in total.
Season. Yeah, 2 in the Carabao, 3 in the league, then the 1 in the Champions League. Okay, now FA Cup Man United.
These are 7 games. 7 games in total. Defensively to Kofiti.
Defense bad.
We are good. And I think that's the sole reason I'm feeling we might win the Champions League. Defensively, we are very good. Any tournament football, bro.
Yeah.
We are very good at this. Kwani the first FA Cup tulibeba kwani ilikuwa aje? Man City in the semis.
Hivyo tu.
Kuna mtu alikuwa afika tunaweza toa.
Kwa defense.
Yeah. Chelsea in the goddamn finals. Chelsea I think walikuwa wametoka kubeba ligi. No, but they were good. They were better than us.
Yeah.
Yo. Still knock them out. So, yeah. I mean, I'm ready for this, bro.
Does that maybe indicate Arteta for always kununua ma defenders? Because kumekuwa na story like Arsenal is always buying defenders. Tumeanza kubuild from the back tukikuja mbele.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I think it totally makes sense.
Yeah. And this is the time, this is a proper vindication of that. Because tournament football, like we said, it's a game at a time. And you're like 3 matches away. See, league unapiga games 38.
Yeah, games 38.
Okay, I know even now and then it's also used to say, I mean, people say, and kind of true, that you don't use tournament football to judge the performance of a team.
Yes.
And that's true. Because Champions League, unacheza games less than 15 versus league, big Buddha unapiga games 38. That's a better measure.
Same way Crystal Palace haiko finali ya
exactly. Same way Manchester United last season walibeba cup. And the season before walibeba cup. Sasa wako hapa.
Na sasa ndio wanaelekea finali.
And the league wako sijui namba sijui ngapi. It's not a proper measure of how progressive that team has grown.
Yeah.
Of how much progress you have made as a team. So, but I mean, when you are there, you Buddhas, you enda ushinde kitu.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So let's wait for Arsenal against PSG. This is happening tomorrow as they're shooting today on Monday. We expect nothing less than an Arsenal win.
Arsenal win
prediction.
For you? Arsenal win. I think we do like a 3-1 or 2-0.
I want a 3-0.
Like just like Real. That's what I want.
Just like Real Madrid.
But ili got prediction. Unajua unamsema prediction versus
reality.
I actually saw that kulikuwa na hii prediction ya Copa. It was Real Madrid fans were asked what they're predicting for the finals. So there's only one fan mwenye alisema what I want is this. However, prediction ni tunapigwa.
Yeah.
And I think he was right. So
very right.
Even for tomorrow, I'd want a 3-0 just like Real Madrid. Kuna cushion ilitupatia sana.
Yes.
Going into the second leg. Yeah, because ideally hatujapigwa more than 2 goals. So wasema wakifunga sana watafunga 2-0. We'll have won 3-2. So I see but ideally I see us winning maybe a 3-1 or a 2-0 if they're able to score.
If they're able to score.
Yes.
I want them not to be able to score. I'm going for a 3-0.
Barcelona
Inter Milan is a tough one, bro, because I mean
Barcelona is home.
Yeah. Wako form mbaya.
Wako form.
Inter Milan not so much.
Wako form lakini sasa wana striker so dynamics pia zina change.
Inter Milan wako out of form.
And maybe wako out of form but they are different beasts also.
The Champions League. I want Barcelona to do me a favor and knock them out.
You really want Barcelona in the finals?
Mbaya.
Don't you think the current form of Inter Milan is a good team to face in the finals?
No.
Form itakuwa imerudi.
Staki.
Form itakuwa imerudi.
I have a scar, sort of a mental scar. They already beat me up, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I know your time sikucheza vizuri as Arsenal and we had some chances, but bro, like I told you, I want to right some wrongs as well. I can only right it
with Barcelona.
To be a perfect chance.
Honestly, for me, right now, I'm like, I want to be the best.
Yeah.
And be the best is beat the best. Like anyone when anakuja, man.
Bro.
Because for me, I think the biggest team niliwahi ogopa. Of course, it's not the same this season, but Real Madrid. Yeah. After I beat Real Madrid, I was like,
we can beat anyone.
We are among the best.
Yeah.
So why not? Hakuna haja kuogopa ati tuna prefer an easier man. Later mwenye unaleta.
Whoever will be in the final, let it be.
However, I still see Barcelona beating Inter for the first leg, and I think it will be enough. Just enough to
see them through to the finals.
Yeah, even if Inter are able to maybe win the second leg, sioni ikiwa that big.
Not be going to overturn the aggregate score.
Because tomorrow, if they play how they've been playing and Barcelona play how they've been playing, I see maybe a 3-0 tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Walai.
Yeah. Wakicheza venye wamekuwa kicheza, unless wacheze vizuri tomorrow, wapigwe kidogo, maybe a 1-0. Yeah. And a 1-0 or something will make the second leg very
super tasty. I have a feeling like the second legs for these games might be really, really nice.
Really, really
especially nice. Barcelona Inter. I have a feeling like we might slap PSG tomorrow, but maybe I could be overconfident. But that Barcelona Inter one.
Tricky.
Might be like the Borussia one.
I think for the quarters, it was sealed in the first leg for all games.
Yeah.
There's no team that made a comeback.
None.
Hata kama Villa na Dortmund zilijaribu, but ideally mwenye alishinda first leg,
that's it.
It was sealed.
It was a good enough win.
I see probably the same happening with the semis. Yes.
All right. So basically, Arsenal is through and Barcelona is through to the final.
Yeah.
We right that 2006 wrong. Exercise those demons. We become the first team to win the new format of the Champions League. No team would have won that new format of the Champions League more than Arsenal. Get ready for that.
We have to. Hii lazima tu. Hii hatuna choice.
Goterera.
Unajua venye kwanza ligi tena fresh na kwanga kazi ngumu.
Yeah.
Like ni sawa. Now we are starting afresh. Hey.
And you know, like, sorry, once teams win the Champions League in the Premier League, the next season, budi inakuwa kuwipe. They wipe the floor with them with the asses of the other teams. Okay, Chelsea najua washaharibu your tactic.
Yeah. Waliwashinda.
Bwana waliwashinda alafu juu wanamaliza juu wapi? Because they got relegated to the goddamn Europa League. But they walienda Europa League na wakaishinda.
Wakaishinda tena like
very weird.
Yeah.
Chelsea and I mean Liverpool when they won it in 2019. So walikuja wakashinda 2019-20. Yeah. Like 4 games to go again. Man City when they won it 2023. Bang. Walikuja kama wamebali. Manchester United when they won it in 2008. 2008-2009. Bam, Pangusa. When they won it in 1999-2000 season, Pangusa. Na hiyo time Arsenal pia tulikuwa fiti mbaya, but they still won it.
Yeah.
So once you win the Champions League, you come back to the league with some crazy confidence, some crazy aura, as it's called nowadays. So yeah, I'm damn sure. We win the Champions League, we are winning the league next season.
Yeah. Actually, we should just concentrate on the league next season.
Yeah. No, but I want to defend the Champions League.
Yeah, you want to defend?
I want to
defend
back to back.
Back to back.
I can't recall an English team who did that. The one that did that was back in 90s G78, like in Nottingham Forest and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Arsenal might just become the one in modern football, modern day football to actually do it. So let's see how this one is going to go down, man. This has been the Extra Digest podcast. I've been Nyash, the Jabroni Slayer. He has been
TJ, the SK chairman.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for catching this. You can catch it on YouTube, of course, Football Digest KE. Check out the cats on our TikTok page, on our Instagram page, on YouTube Shorts as well. Football Digest KE everywhere. And we are out.
Adios.